Legislation just passed that if you have a third grader who doesn't pass the I read, that they have to repeat third grade. My daughter has been on the fence for a year now with applying for a 504 or an IEP. The school has used several interventions, including after school tutoring, for over a year now. She continues to struggle with reading, and the legislation states that this may be this may be on the rumor mill, but the states that a 504 or an IEP could exempt from the new law. What is your take on this?
Yeah, so usually when there's laws on the books like that, first of all, I'd have the law in my hot hand. Number two, I would email compliance for my state and ask that I'm making sure that I'm interpreting this right. So there's two things, right? There's the law, and then there's interpretation of the law. We call that case law. So, and it's litigated every day in courtrooms across the country. So you want to make sure that you understand the law and the spirit of the law. Almost always, there are exceptions to any educational statute because we're dealing with humans, and those humans are children. You could be a general ed student, and I don't know, you all of a sudden have onset need for homebound medical. You could be a general ed student that had a terrible car wreck and you're in a body cast for 8 weeks. Well, you may not pass the grade. There's circumstances around that. If there's a 504, there's circumstances around that called a disability. If there's an IEP, there's certainly circumstances around that. So everything needs to be an administrative decision. They're not just one and done. So certainly have that conversation with the staff.